Greetings and salutations, friends. We trust you're doing well, trying to find common ground in a world that's gone completely crazy. Recently, we have been binge-watching Sasquatch videos on YouTube, and we reached conclusions. 1. Most are ridiculous and silly. 2. Others are just simply trying to play us for fools. Some, of course, are very sincere, but they are few and far between. That's our take. Welcome to this episode of Monster of the Woods, the quest to understand the enigma of Sasquatch in British Columbia, Canada. We are most pleased you could join us. Are you ready? Let's go! Ah yes, a campfire. Helping to remove the chill from the fall air, helping us enjoy a great meal, and spreading the word in the neighborhood. Hey, there's humans over there cooking. Let's go check it out, says the hungry bear to his friends. We are always pleased to get out, to explore, to pursue our quest. It is truly fantastic. Along the way, we see things that remind us of the changing environment, such as this, a scene of a wildfire. This particular wildfire caused by lightning, not by a stupid human, fortunately. Because we're on the edge of winter, many large predators are trying to fatten up, so one must be very aware of their surroundings, for obvious reasons. Animal survival, human survival, it's one and the same. Although the animals have a much different approach. And of course I speak of the grizzly. An animal you do not want to encounter because two things can happen. One, you could bother them, or you could be an easy meal. Both are very bad. Yes, my friends, the grizzly bear is a must to avoid. And they're here. And their numbers, although small, it's like a lottery. This area is sacred to the indigenous people, and for that matter, it's sacred to us. Even though this area is rugged, it is still very fragile. And waiting in the wings is a government that will run Canada, and their mandate is mining, fracking, and destruction of the land. And here, at this extraordinary location, full of mystery, where UFO sightings and Sasquatch sightings have been made for many, many years, allegedly, you can see how unique and enchanting this is. That rock formation is not easy to access. Private land, and sacred indigenous territory. Always remember that. And now we will hear from our friend Denny Cote and his take on the Sasquatch.
We're here to discuss the idea of Sasquatch and as it pertains to the area of BC. I grew up in the lower mainland of BC, and these creatures seem to be well known here. Almost every soccer team I played on was named the Sasquatch. It's a very commonly known word for an uncommonly seen creature. They are hominid as far as we understand. That's the shape they take. That's how we notice them when we do notice them. It's that we do notice them. And I can't say anything for anything other than my own experience, but I don't deny or quibble with anybody else's experience. These places where they seem to be found are the original places that were here from before everything that we know as a city or a town or even a village. In the places where man hasn't gone because it's just too hard. And we're always looking for the easiest place to be. We'll put ourselves in great danger to be in those easy places, where Sasquatch seems to find the places that are not so easy to be. They avoid us. We know they're there, but they somehow avoid us. We couldn't even talk about them if we didn't know they were there. But it seems to me that perhaps they find us extremely dangerous. And as far as I can see, many of us are still that way. I don't suppose anybody who has had an experience of a sighting would be that dangerous anymore, though. Else, why would they come around? They've been given many, many great powers. It's been said that they can change dimensions like you and I walk through a door. It's been said they change shape like you and I change jackets. All in an effort to avoid us. Human beings. What we call human. So, we know they're there and they know we're here. They probably know we're here better than we know they're here.
That was Denny Cote offering his thoughts on the mystery of the Sasquatch. Denny Cote is a bright, intelligent man with a positive take on the world around him. A few weeks back, a man contacted us who had recently immigrated to Canada. He had seen one of our Sasquatch videos, and from there he watched other videos on the subject on YouTube. He also read a few books. He was confused. Some said, "Be aware. They'll get you." Others said, No. They're kind and friendly." And still other videos said a whole lot of things that were convoluted and quite crazy. Typical of a person who stumbles upon the subject of Bigfoot and has no idea what to think. It just becomes very strange. So what are you to believe? Who can you believe? Don't take our word for it. Look at a wide array of videos on YouTube about Bigfoot, and you too will certainly become confused. The good old boys of Sasquatch investigation and research are disappearing. Very few are left. There's the television guys down south, but they don't really count. They're trying to pick your pockets with a lot of gobbledygook. There was people like John Green, who we interviewed twice, the late Rennie DeHinden, who we never met, but interviewed his widow, and she spoke of what it was like to be married to a Sasquatch enthusiast and how difficult it was, that he was captured in the moment all the time. The Sasquatch was foremost in his mind. And the last man standing, at least from our perspective, Canadian Thomas Steenberg, author and researcher. He's analytical, he's intelligent, his investigations are thorough. Sometimes he's caught up with those crazy people, but for the most part, he's a solid guy. Check him out, Thomas Steenberg. We thank you for watching this episode of Monster of the Woods, the Sasquatch of British Columbia, Canada. Stay safe, and remember, eyes open, cameras ready. Over and out.